Hey y'all, we back. I know it's a different day, different time. Hey, your favorite Auburn podcast, favorite Auburn show is back, and we here to talk about them Auburn Tigers, about this game this past week, and about us entering into SEC play. So let's enter the Tiger Den. C&T Talking Tigers happening right now.
This is C&T Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Welcome to the Tigers.
Hey, welcome to the Tiger Den. This is C&T Talking Tigers with you tonight on the Tuesday night, a little later than what we normally come on. We thank y'all so much for taking out time to watch and listen on this evening. Of course, I'm Courtney Chandler. There's Toney Milford. We thank y'all so much again for taking out the time of your busy schedule to take a listen or take a watch of C&T Talking Tigers here on YouTube. Sorry for a little bit late. We had some traffic issues. As you can see, Toney, he's just getting off work, but it's all business here. So we going to handle business this weekend. So it's all good. Toney, how you feeling, man?
Man, feeling good, man. Just made that day, just made it home. Hey, we 3-0 on the season. Everybody in the state can't say that, everybody can't say that, but once again, we handle business. I would have liked to whoop them a little more than a little bigger than what we did, but I feel like Coach Freeze and those guys kind of held back a little bit because we get into SEC play. We want to just get out of that game healthy, unscathed, with a win, and looking forward to traveling down to College Station.
Yes, sir. Hey, before we get into College Station, let's talk about this win from last Saturday. Of course, Auburn, we became 3-0. We beat Samford as Toney said, the cupcake. He showed that literally the cupcake, they were 45-13. Probably the biggest standout was Payton Thorne. I mean, just had a major day, over 250 yards in the air, over 130 yards on the ground. Almost had a 300-yard passing game and a 150-yard rushing game. So definitely bigs up to him. Played very well. Of course, with the rest of the team, did an excellent job. As far as what we saw, offense did much better, and then of course defense held their own on Saturday. So Toney, man, what was your big takeaway from Saturday?
Man, QB1, PT1, Payton Thorne.
Yes,
This
sir.
man put up right about a little over 400 yards of total offense by itself. Freeze showed a little things to be a little different this week. He threw the ball more than he had ever thrown at Auburn. It was 24-32, 282 yards with a touchdown. Didn't care for the 2 picks, but they happened.
Yep.
He had 11. He ran the ball surprisingly 11 times, even more surprisingly for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He did a Robbie Ashford better than Robbie Ashford. PT1 was all over the place, man. It was good to see.
Use some legs.
Yeah, he got some wheels, so that's gonna give Texas A&M more things to work on, more things to have to worry about. Makes our offense that much dangerous. We spread it out around. We had 10 different guys catch a pass Saturday, 7 different guys run the ball Saturday. We did not run the ball as effectively as I would like with the running backs, but that might be so much more due to PT keeping it a lot, reading the defense, and taking what they was giving him. Passing game looked pretty good. Jay Fair caught 7 for 93. Rivaldo caught 5 for 57. Shane Hooks caught 3 and a touchdown. Michael Riley, I talked about him at the beginning of the season. My boy Michael Riley Ducker made an appearance and caught a touchdown. So and yeah, even Robbie threw the ball. 3 for 4 for almost 60 yards and a touchdown. Threw a touchdown. Of course he ran one. He always gonna run one. But it was a good showing. It could have been better. It wasn't our best offensive showing, but we showed a lot. Like I said, We got a lot of different guys involved in the passing game and a lot of different guys involved in the rushing game. It was a total team effort, and we made it happen. And can't complain, man. Like I said, we got it done. I wasn't too fond of the 2 turnovers by PT.
Yeah.
We fumbled a couple of punts.
Yeah.
We fumbled a couple of punts. We played real sloppy. Feel like we kind of played down to the competition a little bit, even though we still won 45-13. I feel like it should have been more. We could have done more. Defense, hats off to those guys. Oh, facts, Cameron Bell. Facts, Cameron Bell. That second one was terrible.
Forgive him for the first one, but the second one was just it went.
Yeah, I'm gonna attribute to he just felt like he could do more against those guys, and he could try some things because he hadn't really thrown one that looked that bad in a while. So I'm gonna attribute to that just who we were playing, and he was maybe trying some things. It was improvement. I mean, it was impressive to see so many people involved. To get the Jay Fairs, the Jair Shorters, to get Shane Hooks involved, Michael Riley, Duck, like it was. I like to see a lot of people playing, and just build on that from this week to get everybody comfortable to let them know, hey, we're gonna need you. You never know when we might need you, so be ready, especially in this next 4 or 5 game stretch.
Ooh, it's about to get rough. So yeah, let's talk about it.
Oh, the defense, man.
Yeah, let me.
Can't short those boys, man. We did a very good job treating Samford like they were Samford. Jalen Simpson with another pick. JD Ryan had got him a pick. Shout out to him. Cam Riley and Lawrence Johnson both got sacks. It was just a total team effort, man. We played good ball. Those guys didn't really have much going offensively, and I like that. They got 13, but like I said, we gave them a couple of short fields. They recovered one of our fumbles on a punt. We gave them two interceptions. So outside of that, my boy McPherson still hitting all his kicks, hitting all his extra points. Oscar did a good job in the punt. Special teams, man, I'm impressed. Our special team coaches are doing a really good job. That's going unnoticed. I don't want them to think it's going unnoticed. I know special teams is unheralded part of the game, but 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And I mean, if you never know how much you need special teams until they let you down, and then you point your finger at the special team. So shout out to those guys. Let's hold on to those ball punt returners, but our kicker and our punter, I feel like are ready for SEC play. But T is doing a great job on those kickoff returns, man. He had one for about 40 yards the other, 35, 40 yards Saturday. He almost pops for a big one every game. And like I said, the guys on punt return just need to hold on to the ball because I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I seen, Jabbar's fumble one, and then I think Jalen fumbled one. Man, what is it? Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? Yeah, man. Like my mother, like Miss Janet say, man, what is it? I don't know what I don't know what was going on with the punt return on Saturday, but we hadn't seen it before Saturday. Hopefully we don't see it after Saturday. Hopefully that was an isolated incident and that happened. But we went out there, we handled business, 45-13. It wasn't the prettiest ass whipping we could have put on, but we put it on them nonetheless. 3-0, and it's time to get ready to go down to College Station.
All right, let's get into it. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're going into College Station, Texas A&M, 11 a.m. kickoff start.
11 a.m. kickoff.
We did not like Cal Field, first big SEC test for Auburn this season. So Toney, Texas A&M, they're 2-1, but they are improved on offense. So, what do you think the keys is for this game for Auburn to take home the dub on Saturday?
Well, looking at Texas A&M, we say they're improved on offense. Now, Texas A&M is 2-1, we're 3-0. Both of us have played uh group of five schools, two group of five schools, and both of us have played a power five school.
Facts.
They're one. I mean, they're 2-1. Their one loss was to a power five. We're
Facts.
3-0. Of course, we dominated power five. And their two games against lower competition, they've outscored their opponents 99-10. We have in our two games against lower level competition, the score is 104-27. Gave up 14 and 13. But against that one game against a Power 5 opponent, which was Miami, Connor Wigman had 336 yards passing. He threw for
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, but he also threw for 2 picks.
True.
Amari Daniels, leading rusher, 18 carries, 62 yards and a touchdown. That's about right about 3.5 yards per carry against Miami. Evan Stewart got his rocks off against Miami. He was 11 for 142, which he's their best receiver anyway, because, I mean, in another game, he had 8 for 115 and 2 touchdowns. So they didn't run the ball all that well against Miami. Evan Stewart had a really good game. Connor had some big yards, threw a couple, but he turned it over twice. Miami ain't a world beater. You know what I mean? I feel like our secondary probably is better than Miami's. So our defense is probably comparable or maybe a little better than Miami's. And I think that game was 48-33. A&M jumped out early. I don't foresee us having a shootout with A&M because I think our defense is a lot better. I look at what Texas A&M's defense gave up against Miami. Miami's leading receiver was Jacoby George. He caught 5 balls for 94 yards and 3 touchdowns. Their leading rusher was Henry Parrish Jr. He had 10 carries for 50 yards. He averaged 5 yards a carry, exactly. And Tyler Van Dyke was 21 for 30, 375 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no picks. So, with that being said, Courtney might have stated they're much improved on offense. But, boy, they don't look too hot on defense. That quarterback can and will turn the ball over, and we have shown ourselves to be aggressive enough on the back end that we can turn the ball over. We play pretty sticky. So, with that being said, it's going to be a tough game. Texas A&M is always tough, whether they come to the Plains or we have to go down there. Especially down there in Aggieville, it is tough. It's a tough place to deal with. That 12th man gets to rocking. Friday night they're gonna be at Yale practice doing it up. They're gonna be ready, liquored up and ready to go at 11 a.m. Saturday morning at Kyle Field. It's gonna be that sun's gonna be shining down there in Texas. Probably be a little warm. It ain't gonna be warm in Texas. It get warm. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little warm down there. But I feel like we're built. We've been building. Our coaches have been building for a moment like this. This is officially the start of the year. Now, that win in Cal was impressive. That was big. I like how they stuck together, overcame adversity on the road, and made it happen. That should help us with confidence going into this next game. Letting Payton Thorne throw it as many times as he did and pulling it out and running as much as he did, I feel like that might have been by design. You're going to get a little preview of what our offense look like going forward. I like that. I like when it's a multitude of receivers and backs and we got multiple people coming in making things happen. And like I said, PT1 ain't going. He probably won't just go out and just take over and win the game. But if he can produce numbers like this, that's very well possible, especially with his legs. If we start incorporating more of a run game and a downfield passing game, we can be real dangerous. So I'm looking forward to see if this is going to be a consistent type of offense or if that was just a fluke against Samford. So we're gonna find out. I like our chances on defense. I know Jimbo's, a real pro style offense, with good personnel. Uh, but I think, we're a SEC quality team too. So with that being said, I'm looking at us, man. I'm looking at us going down to Kyle Field, and if we can put this thing together and hold on and not turn the ball over. And I'm gonna tell a key that I used to say last year, going into these tough games. If the offensive line and the quarterback can play well, we'll win.
Facts.
We brought in we hit the portal hard. We brought in all these guys. These are the games we brought you in for. We're gonna find out if you still a Western Kentucky player, if you belong at Eastern Carolina, if you belong at Florida International, if you belong at North Texas, you say you belong in the SEC, Saturday, transfer portal guys, here's your chance.
Do or die. Do or
Here's
die.
your chance on the road,
Yes, sir.
Saturday morning, SEC football. Those three offensive lineman transfers, the wide receiver, the tight end, and the quarterback. It is your time to prove your worth to the Auburn faithful on Saturday. With our defense, I feel good about what Ron Robinson and those guys have going on. If we can handle the run, I ain't too much worried about what's going on the back end. But if we can handle the run, if we can bottle that up and make them pass, put them in obvious passing situations, I feel like we have a very good chance of winning this game. So with that being said, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna say 28-21, Auburn Tigers.
You
Got it.
swapping your pick. You swapping
I'm
your
swapping my pick. I had A&M at the beginning of the year.
you swapping his everybody.
I swapped my pick. I've seen these guys play in this 4-game stretch. I figured we'd be 2-2. But ladies and gentlemen, we can very well go 3-1 in this stretch too.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We might can go 3. We could pull a 4-0 out this stretch. We could. But I'm gonna start with this game. And from what I've seen against quality competition against Miami, I feel like we can beat Texas A&M. So with that being said, I see Auburn 28-21, 31-21, somewhere up in that range. It's gonna be a close game, but I feel like we'll pull it out and we keep beating our chest a little more heading in the next week when we gotta see them old Bulldogs.
We ain't gonna look ahead. We
We
gotta
ain't
get
looking
past.
ahead though. We ain't looking ahead. We focus right here on the moment. Payton Thorne, this is your this is why we brought you here. We need you for games like this. So if you and them other 3 boys from the transfer portal, if you can handle your business on Saturday, you will officially earn your Auburn Tiger stripes.
Amen.
Now, Courtney, I'm gonna let you take off from that because somebody said I was a little long-winded like a preacher just then.
You dressed like a preacher. He got on his shirt and tie today. All he needs is his chain, his cord, and his robe.
Hey, the doors of the church is open.
You see, he got his juice. His
Hey,
juice.
got a little communion over here.
Oh man. But yeah, okay. So I agree. I think they're gonna win this game. I don't know if they're gonna get 28, but I think it's gonna be close. I say 24.
Ho. Time out. Miami go down there and score 48. You tell me we can't even get 28. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this?
Close, man. I think it's gonna be close. I don't think nobody gonna get past 24.
Ooh, talk to Courtney.
I think it's gonna be close. I think we win, but I think we win on a field goal. Yeah. So yeah, I say 24-21 Auburn. One thing I do want to mention, and Hugh Freeze mentioned this in his presser on yesterday, is we a little banged up in a lot of key positions. Keontae Scott is out, Cam Stutz and Austin Keys, some major players that are out for this game. So that does bring a lot of concern for us Auburn faithful, and also Tony, I want to bring this up. I don't know, and it might just be he just trying to get his legs under him. But the past 2 games, Jarquez Hunter hasn't been really impressive me.
Jarquez hadn't really looked like Jarquez.
Yeah,
That is true. That is true. Cause Saturday he was like 11 for 37. Boy, that didn't look good at all.
it's not looking good, and I'm wondering if they should just roll with Amari Austin and Jeremiah
But see,
Cobb.
that Jeremiah Cobb. Jeremiah Cobb that boy get loose every week. Seems like.
Yeah, yeah. Because Jarquez, I don't know if he's injured or it's some other stuff that we don't know about.
I don't know if it's just some rust. I don't know if if he had. I don't know if he's been practicing as much as everybody else. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Cam
Uh,
said the same thing. He been
yeah,
bad.
man.
Bad.
I ain't even. You notice I ain't even speak on him really today because he was. He was terrible last. He didn't look good last week at all.
Yeah,
And we all had high expectations for Jarquez this season. I mean, you're supposed to be the man taking over for Tank,
yeah.
and you were supposed to get 13, 14, 1,500 yards this year. And I don't know where they're gonna come from because he's not he's not
It's gonna have to come
he's not
from
looking like
Lamar.
the number one running back that he's supposed to be.
It's gonna have to look.
Um,
He come from Damari Austin or Jeremiah Cobb. They've been the most productive backs so far this season. Um, even when he was in the game, like you said, he just hasn't been looking well. The receivers, I think it's just the rotation. I think they're getting better. I'm not gonna really talk too much. I think we're seeing better receiver play. But yeah, Jarquez, I don't know. I think if I was Hugh Freeze. I'm just saying, if I was Hugh Freeze, I would start Jeremiah Cobb and have Damari Austin backing up. But I'm not the coach.
Nah, you can't go over DeMario. You can't go over
Now
DeMario.
Mario good, but
You
Jeremiah Cobb
can't
is
just jump DeMario like that now. You got to get
Jeremiah.
the ball to DeMario first. You got to get the ball to DeMario first. He done earned that. He done earned that. He done earned that. Now I give him that. DeMario's earned that. He should run the ball first. Jeremiah Cobb should be the direct backup to DeMario. Now, I'm interested to see which way we go on Saturday. Is it going to be more balanced, or are we going to stick with the passing game? Because Miami had success in both realms. You know what I mean? They averaged over 5 yards a pop on the ground. And Tyler Van Dyke, they couldn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? He was on it. So I don't.
Great quarterback.
And he is not a great quarterback.
He's good.
He's a good college quarterback.
Yeah.
But I also feel like we have a good college quarterback. He's not great. He's good. And for what we need him to do, Saturday opened my eyes a lot. Didn't know that boy can run like that.
Me either.
So now with that being an option, if we can bring that read, if we can add a little zone read and with a threat, because the last few years we haven't had a quarterback that was a threat of keeping it, but also making you pay when he threw it. TJ wasn't going to keep it that much, and he was more of a thrower. They didn't let Bo keep it at all, really. He could have been effective in that role. Robbie can't throw. He can only keep it. Yeah. And Holden ain't keeping nothing.
Right.
Holden slinging that thing. So PT might be the best dual threat, the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? With a little juice, with just enough juice in his legs. I mean, 11 for 123 and 2 touchdowns ain't nothing to shuck at. You know what I mean? But that 24 for 32, he was really efficient in his approach. He threw it 32 times, 24 completions. I like that. out of two of those 32 attempts went the other way. Didn't like that at all.
Right.
But I attribute that to the competition he was playing. He felt like he probably could got away with. He probably could have just got away with it. Felt like, his guard might have been down a little bit. All right, ain't nobody but Sean. Let's try to get this blowout. I feel like Saturday he'll be more locked in. Everybody will be a little more laser focused because of the opponent. And if we can just if we can have somewhat similar success as to Miami, then we should beat these boys as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I give 48-33, man. That was a lot of points in that Miami game.
Yeah.
And I just don't see them being able to keep us under 3 touchdowns. That's why I hadn't seen that from their defense yet. But we did go to California and only score 2 times. But we fumbled the ball a multitude of times. And Justin Wilcox, thank you, man. And Justin Wilcox is a hell of a coordinator.
Yeah.
So I don't know if A&M has that in them defensively to hold us down. I just feel like if the offensive line gives Payton time and Payton is locked in, I think Hugh Freeze can call a game to get us the win. I believe in Ron Robinson here, boy. No doubt about it. I believe in them boys tenfold. I ain't even sweating them. I just want to see what the offense is going to do. So 28-31 is what I believe. 28-31 points is what we'll score. I think we can hold them to 21, maybe 24 at the most. 28, 21, 31, 24, somewhere up in that area. Because they have some weapons offensively. Yeah. They do have some weapons offensively. But I don't think they got enough to just overwhelm us. And it's gonna be a good game. I look forward to it. First thing Saturday morning, early Saturday. I ain't got to worry about watching Colorado this Saturday because I'm gonna be locked in on them Tigers. Yes, we definitely need Freeze calling to play this weekend, Cameron Bell. And I want Hugh Freeze dialing this one up for the next few weeks. That this Georgia, this A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss. I need Hugh Freeze dialing up. I need Hugh Freeze dialing up his best because it's gonna get that competition is gonna get stiffer every week. Next week we got the Bulldogs at home. Then we gotta go to Baton Rouge. Never an easy place to play. Then the Mississippi's come to us. Whether we go to them or come to us, never an easy game. Yeah. So this Hugh Freeze can make his mark Saturday on the road at A&M. We gotta have it. Yeah. We gotta have it. That's just all it is to it. I want it. Let's get it. I believe in them boys. And Eugene Asante, let's not let the California game be a fluke. Show your face Saturday. I need to see you.
Yeah. Cam with another one. I forgot to say we need a big game from Fairweather. Do some
I agree. Cam, Fairweather's been getting more involved the last few weeks. Up there in Cal, he got that touchdown. We got about 3 passes. The first game he didn't get no balls that first week. He got 3 last week. This past Saturday he got 5. So I think that's starting to ingratiate Rivaldo and Fairweather into the game plan more and more each week. Which Hugh is probably learning more and more about a lot of these guys as the games go on as well. You gotta remember we was only beating up on each other. You know what I mean? Now you're seeing them in live action when the bullets flying. You see who stand up and who will fold. So the more we play, I feel like Rivaldo. I see he got Shane Hooks a touchdown Saturday. That's big. He's starting to get these guys involved. Jay Fair is starting to be a problem, boy. Y'all, you better watch out. That boy is cutting up more and more every week. Every week I call Jay Fair name, no matter who names get called in the passing game. Jay Fair getting that ball. Him and Payton Thorne have a nice chemistry. They have a nice relationship. I don't know if they stand out to practice just them two more than anybody else, but them other guys better get involved because don't be mad if Jay Fair at the end of the year got about 80, 90, 100 catches because he getting that thing and he making the most of it. So I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see everybody come together as a whole, and I want to see Hugh Freeze show out Saturday. I want to see the mastermind on offense that is Hugh Freeze. This is where he can make his mark. Whatever happens Saturday Saturday can really almost dictate how the rest of the season gonna go.
Yep.
Because I mean, it's a gauntlet coming up after that, man. You got the 2-time defending national champs coming up the very next week. As soon as you get off of that train, you got to go to Baton Rouge. That ain't no easy place to go. Ain't never will, never has been, never will be. Don't matter if it's daytime or night. It's hard down there.
And it's loud. Oh my
God. Lane trying to get his thing rolled. Don't mess around and let them Ole Miss Rebels win Saturday.
If they win Saturday, if they gonna be a problem.
If Lane get that win Saturday, hell, I'm gonna be a problem for the folks in Tuscaloosa. Courtney, you might have to do this show by yourself, but I'm gonna go on them so bad, but they might assassinate me.
We're gonna do a special report.
They might try to they might try to poison me. I'm telling you, because I'm gonna let them have it, boy. God dog. I can't wait. Man, look. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go and say it now. Right here. What the day is? The 19th, I believe it is. September 19th.
Yeah.
On our special Tuesday night. Now, ladies and gentlemen, next week we'll be back on Wednesdays on our regular scheduled program. But tonight we had to, rearrange some things this week. But like I was saying, I'm gonna call it right now, September 19th, 8:58 p.m. live on C&T Talking Tigers.
Y'all hear this? This is exclusive.
Ole Miss is gonna beat Bama by 10 or more.
Woo! Toney, 10 or more.
Let me tell you something. If South Florida would have had any kind of defense, any kind of offense, they would have blown them out.
10 or more.
If South Florida would have had any kind of offense, because it was late in the third quarter, Bama had 3 points.
Yeah, that's true.
It was about 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and Alabama had 3 points. Now, I know you can't transfer. If they played them like they're going to play – but I'm just saying, if you couldn't move the ball against South Florida. Oh, okay. Now, Milroe going to get back in there. One thing Milroe can do, he can run. Everything break down, he can take off running.
But can Milroe sustain?
But if it's third and 17, you can only run for so long.
And just not mention that Pete Golden is Ole Miss defensive coordinator who used to be defensive.
And boy, he wants some of that action. They talked about they blamed Pete Golden the last few years about why their defense wasn't no good. They blamed it all on Pete Golden.
Yep.
So Pete ready to go down there Saturday and show something. So yeah, I look forward to it. I feel like Ole Miss can win by double digits. I'm gonna love it if they do, because if Ole Miss beat them, I feel like LSU gonna beat them. I feel like they're gonna have a struggle with Arkansas, and I know we're gonna kick that ass.
Ole Miss go in there and handle it. It's gonna. You might as well. You're gonna see a lot of people don't show up to work on Monday. I'm just gonna put it that way.
But they're gonna be sick, but they ain't going to church, they ain't going to work, they ain't going nowhere.
Right. It's my brother watching this. He an Alabama fan. Please come to church on Sunday.
Them Alabama fan gonna be on cousinlove.com trying to console each other.
Oh man, please go to church. Man, yeah. Hey, okay, well, while we got y'all in here, there's a couple people that's in here. y'all have any questions y'all want to ask me and Tony while we in here? We got a few more minutes. I forgot to mention one other thing. Jalen Simpson has been really playing. 3 interceptions in the past 3 games. I don't know if anybody else has that stats in the SEC, so we got to give kudos to him. He's been playing really, really well so far this season. Hopefully, he continues.
That boy been at that ball, man. He boy
Yeah,
been really at that ball. I said at the beginning of the season, our best unit was that secondary
secondary. Yep.
on the entire team. On defense, offense, the best unit is that secondary. Them boys are hands down. They're fast, they're physical, and now they turning the ball over.
Right.
And that's exactly what we need on our defense, man. Attack, attack, attack.
Woo. That. Okay, we got one question from Cam here. Let's see. What's y'all chances on Colorado beating Oregon this weekend? Tony, I'm gonna let you handle this because Dion prime time is your dude. I'm gonna let you go
Oh my
first.
God, man. Well, we lost. They lost Travis Hunter for a few weeks, man, on a dirty play. I mean, it's still football, but that was a dirty play. All right, he'll know that. But I tell you this, Oregon should win. Just based off, just based off the teams. Oregon number 10, they probably a little healthy. There is at Oregon, so that's a big thing. It's at Oregon. But I will say, I don't know how good Oregon's defense is or how good it's not. Shador is going to make you show him how good your defense is.
Gonna be Shador.
Shador for Heisman, if you ask me. Shador's the best right now. Shador is the best player in the nation right now. He get that 98-yard drive with a 2-point conversion. Just to get, he had to go 98 yards just to get to the 2-point conversion. He had to go 98, and he did that. And he got the 2-point conversion. He did that, and he got it in overtime, and then double overtime. Should do if a couple of things break here and there, they got a chance.
Yeah.
Now they ain't got the best defense in the world, so that's gonna be Bo and them.
They still got
They
shots.
probably gonna go up and down that field at will. But if Colorado can catch a break here or there,
yeah,
they can win. I give them a 40-60 chance.
I'm gonna say they're gonna win this one, Tony. Only reason because we don't really know what Oregon defense look like, and Colorado's offense is pretty hot right now.
Colorado offense is explosive, boy.
Yeah, their offense is hot right now. But I will say this: they offense might not be as good as USC. So I don't know about the USC game, but this one I think they got. I think they got.
But see, I tell you what, but I'm gonna tell you this about the USC game. USC ain't got no defense neither.
True, that is true.
I know for a fact they not gonna stop Shador them. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this though. Because Shador them don't have the best offensive line. Sometimes things happen and things break down because they didn't score a whole lot of points against Colorado. They had to go to double overtime just to get the 43 that they did get.
Right.
They ended regulation with only 28 points. You know what I'm saying? So I think they were overly emotional for that game. Then Travis got knocked out, so they probably threw. I think they were overly emotional, and Colorado State was super emotional, and they was ready. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why that game played out like that. Oregon's just gonna come in thinking they can just do what they do.
Right.
And if Colorado can get a stop here, there, a turnover here, there, it's gonna be an interesting game. And if they beat Oregon, ooh, doggy. You think they been hating on Prime? Nah. Let that boy go to the number 10 team in the nation and get a win.
Yeah. He gone.
I believe in the power.
Play my theme music, John.
Oh, I believe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I think they got this weekend. I think it's gonna continue. Any other questions before we wrap it up?
Cam Bell, we appreciate you. Like they say in the church, will there be one? And Cam might have been our one today. Shout out to Cam for falling in with us. My old lady over there on the couch doing her hair listening. So I guess that count too.
Appreciate you.
She told me I was talking too much, Courtney. She told me I had to let you have some time.
You all right. You all right. Yeah, we appreciate you, Cam. Cam, my frat brother, so.
Yeah, I know. Y'all be doing that old train.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on, we doing that old train.
Y'all boy got yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. Look, man, y'all need to get some more y'all frat brother, man. If you don't do nothing but subscribe, man, we got 199 subscribers. We need one more subscriber to get to 200, man.
We need one more.
Y'all got all them frat brother, man. Y'all need to pull some string. Tell them niggas, hey, tell them boy to come look, man. They gotta watch the whole show. Subscribe a little bit, man. Give us some viewers, man. What y'all doing? Cam?
But Cam will attest to this. We got a lot of frat that go on the other side.
I don't give a damn. When it come to that, y'all supposed to be black and gold together.
Cam, put the plea out. Put it in the chat.
Man, get our numbers up, fellas.
Yeah,
where y'all at?
We trying to get to 500 by the end of the year.
Come on now, 858. Come on now. Martin Luther King was talking about y'all. Huh? Huh? You think I knew that, did you, Courtney? Huh? You think I knew that, did you? Huh?
You know, son. But hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all for taking out the time to listen and watch this evening. Like I said, it's a special edition on Tuesday night. Hey, we'll be back next week. We're gonna break down the Texas A&M game, and of course, we're gonna talk about them Georgia Bulldogs coming into there. Lord Jesus. We ain't gonna talk about it now. We're gonna focus on Texas A&M. But until then, we'll see y'all next week. And
hey, as always, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. And whoa. Hey.
See y'all next week.